NinjaWorks system. The NinjaWorks system governs all the timing and completions and scoring for the events here. NinjaWorks, the ultimate in ninja timing systems. So he will be the man in charge of hitting the button over there. Behind me, I have my staff of obstacle resetters and camera operators, and also Coach Paulina. She'll be coaching the Action Kids today. The live stream, if you have relatives watching at home or you want to watch it later, is on our YouTube channel. We're also going to share that to the NNL's Facebook page, so you guys can also see yourselves on the screen back there. Yep. Hi. Cool. So that's where you can find everything. A little bit of housekeeping in here. Like I said, when you're inside, please wear masks. We have youngsters who are not even eligible to be vaccinated yet. We want to protect them. I have small kids at home. So let's just make sure that we're keeping everybody safe by doing that. Bathrooms are over there. There are 3 bathrooms. There's the men's, the ladies, and a family bathroom at the front over there. The water fountain is on. You can find your run order and leaderboard. That's my wife, Sherry. You can find your run order and leaderboard on that TV screen above the door of the action room. Okay? The action room warm-up area is open to all our competitors to warm up prior to their run, but please keep in mind your line manager, young Ben Scraley, he will need to be able to find you before your run, okay? So don't go off having fun, running warp walls. In fact, we'll keep the warp wall room off until redemption time if we get there. Stay in the action room for warm-up, okay? And then make sure Ben can find you when it's your turn to run. Other than that, I think that's probably about enough housekeeping. If you have any other questions, I'm sure you can ask us. Anybody in a black shirt that says action on it, okay? Now, without further ado, the course. If you got, how many of you guys watched the walkthrough video? Raise your hand. Okay, should have a pretty good idea. Did you really watch it, Jonah? That was kind of a passive, maybe. All right. So you kind of have a basic understanding of the course. We're going to walk through it real quick. I will ask that when we go out on the obstacle floor, only young ninjas and their certified coaches to follow us out there. There are mats and whatnot around there, but please do your best to not touch anything. Safe areas are kind of over in here. There's a lot happening over in this area over here, so we might want to stay on that side. Your start block is right here. Once you've been found by your line manager, Ben Scraley, and it is your turn to run. You're going to step over here. Coach Casey will be in this vicinity over here, and he will ask you if you have any questions or if you're ready, something to that effect. If you respond in the affirmative, which is yes, you're ready, or no, I don't have any questions, then he'll say, okay, good luck, or something to that effect. You'll hear the beep, boop, 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 beep, and off you go on the skewy steps, okay? These steps, there's 5 of them. They're 8, they don't move, okay? These last 2 are a little skewy. That's what we call them, the skewy steps, okay? You are responsible for getting to this rope. Now look up. That is attached to a platter that spins, okay? Now for you guys, you don't weigh a whole lot, okay? So you're probably going to swing the rope a little bit before you get to the actual whip. And your job is just to get over here, okay? It's a nice padded box. It's a less consequence box than we normally use. So you're going to get from there to there. Now, here's the deal. When you jump from here and touch this rope, you've already completed an obstacle. You touch this one, you've completed it. Obstacle number 2 actually comes around here and finishes up here. The reason why we did that is sometimes you guys get hung up on the rope and you just can't quite find it. It takes you a little bit longer. I wouldn't want you to leave here with a 0 if you run out of time or something like that. We want you to get at least 1 obstacle under your belt. So there it is, rope, and then up here to the top for obstacle 2. Any questions about obstacle 1 or 2? Very straightforward, right? Okay, now without touching any of the steps or any of the platforms, let's have everybody kind of come over in this area here, okay? On the floor, that area, that way, that way, that way, around that way. There you go. Good. Cool. Coaches and athletes. Awesome. All right, now make sure everybody can see. From this platform here, this is called the aviary. Anybody know what an aviary is? Birdhouse. Yeah, it's where they keep birds, okay? Now I can already see that you guys didn't really listen to my no touching anything statement. Gotcha. No, even start and finish platforms. NNL's rule, not mine. When you're here, you're going to jump up to the first heavy metal ring, make your way to the stage 4 birdhouse, next heavy metal ring, stage 4 birdhouse, next heavy metal ring, and jump down. Your your start finish platform for this one is here. You'll get credit for this obstacle when you go over the top here. So here is the plane, okay? Disengage from the obstacle. Over the top here. Now on the back side of this is the start platform for the next obstacle. So make sure you don't fall off the top of this because that would fail the next one, okay? Any questions about the aviary? And no, you may not use your feet. Hands only obstacle, okay? No questions about the aviary? Fantastic. Okay. From here, we're calling this one Monster Mountain because we call these monster teeth around here. And it looks like a mountain with stalagmites and stalactites. So these are here for your benefit. You can stand on them on the bottom. You can reach out and grab the minion face. Okay. It will swing. Is Dylan around, Rachel? Cool. She said she wanted to see everybody. So my daughter's not competing today because I had her test it. Now, you guys can see how small she is. So if you're wondering, hey, height-wise, am I able to grab this? Some of you might take a little bit of jump. Some of you might have to lean out and get it. Come on over, kiddo. Okay, this is how tall Dylan is. She has no problem getting up to that with like that much jump, okay? So I think most of you guys are here to compete. You'll be okay, all right? Thanks, kiddo. No, you don't have to do it. I won't put you on the spot. So from here, you're going to swing around the backside. We got a big, meaty, juggy bone up here for you to grab. You can get your hands here, or you can get them on the stage 4 designs, jug handles as well. And you're going to make your way up as far as you need to get to that minion head and then back down, okay? You may use feet on this obstacle. Hands and feet are allowed. If you want to swing this all the way under like that and just come right to that one, that's fine. You don't have to use these on the front, okay? Finish platform for this obstacle is this green box back here, okay? So you don't complete the obstacle when you get here. You complete it when you go over the top to here. This is a start-finish platform for the next obstacle. Any questions about Monster Mountain? Awesome. From here, you're going on the moon rocks, okay? Now, the moon rocks this year have a little bit of a twist. And by twist, I mean an actual twist. It spins, okay? You can try to jump from there to there, but I wouldn't recommend it. You're going to make your way onto the spinning disc, then onto these bouncy moon rocks. We're calling this, now be careful, don't touch them. We're calling this the Stage 4 Space Program, okay? Because a while back we called them moon rocks. Now we added Stage 4, okay? They jiggle, they move. You may use hands and feet on them. Your finish platform is here. You must break the plane and hop up here. So if you come here, you go like this, and then you turn back and go like that, and you're like, I'm hustling. You didn't complete the obstacle. You didn't cross the plane of this. You didn't fully disengage from the obstacle, okay? Both feet have to come off of that. Again, NNL rule, not mine. You guys got it? Any questions about this one? Everybody wave. Hi. What camera is that? Oh, my big back is blocking everybody. Okay. All right, from there, you may take any path you want over to here. Now, here we have the start platform for the pizza cutters, okay? Pizza cutters, a trampoline in the NNL cannot be a start platform, so we put this here, okay? What that does is you have to hop from here over to here, okay? You may take as many bounces as you want on the trampoline to get up to here. If you feel like you need to reset and go back to here, fine. You want to get a big jump off it this way, that's totally fine. But if you go to try to reset and you step down like that, what do we think? Out, right? We touch the floor. Floor is lava, okay? So from here, onto the trampoline and up. Now we have 3 pizza cutters, and I'm going to make you guys count with me. What do we got? Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is 5 feet. 5 feet, okay, on something that spins. So it's probably even closer to 4 if you're going end to end. Okay? I would imagine most of you guys, if you don't have your 4-foot lache down already, with the amount that these throw you, you're going to be just fine. Okay? Super mellow. You've got 3 of them to negotiate. And then your dismount platform is shmya. Okay? Again, cross the plane, don't fall back into the pit. Make sense? Any questions about that? Awesome. Your next obstacle, Minion Madness. You're going to climb up here. Now, you're going to grab these little one-eyed minions that have been skewered through their eye sockets, and you're going to slide them down this track. Now, we've been so nice as to put this little piece of PVC right here so you don't knock your knuckles against each other, okay? So there's no way for your hands to come and get tore up. Now, just like they're not on bearings or anything like that, you do have to have a little bit of control, and I'm just short enough to not be able to do it, but they do slide fairly easily, provided that you're lifting and sliding at the same time and keeping them straight. If you're getting a big bunch of swing, it's going to lock in there, and you're going to be like, it doesn't move. I assure you that it does. Okay? You got 2 of them to contend with, 4, I guess, actually. And then to the platform here. Any questions about Minion Madness? Yes? Can you use one and just slide one? Absolutely. Yeah, you can use as much or as little as you need to. Yes, Paxton. You may not touch the bar. Bar is considered structure. Can't touch the bar. So just the yellow. Okay. Good questions, guys. Any other ones? I wouldn't recommend it. It's a pinch point. I'm going to say for safety, let's keep our hands off the PVC. Okay. I don't want to see anybody leave here with a blood blister like I got yesterday. All right. Good on that one. Moving on to the next one. Now, here's where I got to do a little bit of traffic cop with you guys, okay? From here, where do you think you go next? Over there, where Coach Casey is, okay? So if you get here and you're like, where do I go? Hopefully your coach is like, salmon ladder, salmon ladder. You're like, I can't do the salmon ladder. And it's like, that's okay, just go over there. So we're going to run over here, okay? So you guys can make your way across the mats. I'll let you cross the mats. All right. Now, here we have a start platform for the, what do we call this one? Fish market? Swinging salmon, I think. All it is a 4-foot lache, okay? These bars are bungeed down into the salmon ladder. All you have to do is throw a 4-foot lache across. Yes? A little bit. Not a lot, just a little, okay? You're going to throw your 4-foot lache across, and this obstacle is complete via touch point when you touch the rope with hands or feet. Okay, hands or feet, yes. No, it's bungeed in. It's not going to go anywhere. Okay, think of them just like regular lache bars. All right. Hands or feet can complete this obstacle, and you might go, well, wait a minute. What if I'm still hanging from this, but I touch this with my feet? Well, congratulations. You've completed this obstacle, but you're still hanging there, wasting time. Okay. You need to get on this rope so that you can engage with the frog pond. Okay. So from here, you can climb up the rope, no higher than the yellow. Okay, that becomes a pinch point. That's a safety thing. We're going to reach across here. See how there's yellow tape across the tops of these froggies? We're not grabbing on the tops of them, okay? We're into the special delivery portion of the frog mouths, okay? You can grab either the top or the bottom, whichever you prefer. Make your way to this rope here. Again, hands and feet are fine. To this frog delivery. I think that's what we said we were calling them. And then down to here. Okay? So you're taking the high road, ropes and frogs. Any questions about that? Awesome. And at this point, you're almost home, okay? 3 obstacles to go. Your heart's racing. Your coach is like, come on, you got it. Let's go chase that buzzer. Hopefully they're not like fake whisper screaming like I just did. They're actually screaming. Next one, conveyor belt, okay? You're going to go up and over these conveyor belts. You guys can use hands and feet as much as you want on these. You can belly slide them if you think. Just don't touch the floor. Yes? They do spin. Not like on bearings, you know, not like skateboard wheels, but they do spin enough that it'll screw you up a little bit, okay? You're going to make your way all the way around. The metal part of the structure is off. You may not touch the structure, okay? Only the padded and taped portions of the obstacles, again, hands and feet. You also may not push off of this or use this to your advantage, okay? Incidental, which means you scrape it as you go by, fine. But if you kick off it or you're falling and you lean into it and grab, then that would be off as well. That would be a fail. Okay? Finish platform all the way around here. Boom. Takes you right up there. Okay? Now you got 2 obstacles left. Any questions about conveyor belt? Guys, be careful weaving in and out of the conveyor belts because you know you're not supposed to touch them. You're playing like a game of operation. You should be able to reach this. If you're as tall as Dylan is, she made it. But tell you what, in the interest of fairness, coaches, if you have a coach, I will leave a spotter's block over here. If you think your athlete needs it, we'll pop it right there for him, okay? Can one of you guys, Jamesy, Ben's going to demonstrate this one for me, just so you guys can see it. Jamesy, can you go grab a spotter block, like a black one or a red one that's not being used? Even one of those red ones would be fine. Okay. Now, I'm going to have Ben demonstrate this obstacle for you so you can kind of see how it moves, okay? This is the one that it can get a little tricky. There's a lot of moving parts here, all right? So Ben's going to hop up. He's going to channel his inner 6-year-old, and he's going to show you guys how to do it. See how he's just turning his hips, using his lower body, side to side. There you go. Yay, we can clap for that. Pretty mellow, right? Okay. This is where I'm giving you the cheat code. Don't touch. This is where I'm giving you the cheat code. it doesn't take a lot of swing to get through this obstacle, okay? So if you get into it and you're like, I gotta throw this big, kicky lache, that thing's just gonna spin out on you and you're gonna go flying up in the HVAC system, okay? So nice and easy through that one is the way to go. You can try it your way, but I'm just saying, we've tested that one a lot, okay? Any questions about 3-4 defense? Awesome. Last one, you guys can see it from here, so stay where you're at. Final climb. Start platform for final climb. How much time do I have left? Oh man, I'm killing it. Start platform for final climb is here, this green mat right here, okay? Let me explain the obstacle, then I'm gonna tell you about the fun caveat on it. You gotta climb all the way up these steps, okay? All the black steps. You may not use the yellow structure, okay? It's just the black devil steps. And these are big ones. These are 45-degree angle steps. And you gotta go up there and you gotta hit that buzzer at the top, okay? Now, when you're totally gassed and you're like, oh my God, now we gotta do devil steps to the end, your goal is to hit the buzzer, okay? Hit that buzzer, bang, Bob's your uncle, you win. Yes? We don't have a smoke setup on this one yet. I mean, this isn't world champion. It's like the first qualifier of the season, guy. All right. I think we know people at Ninja Works. We can probably hook that up. So here's the thing. That buzzer's way up there. The reach for it, pretty big for some of you guys. There's a chance that you might graze it off to the side and think that you hit it. But that buzzer has to be depressed such that it causes the timer to stop. So here's what I'm going to do. This black mat will remain on, okay? I don't see it as a huge competitive advantage for you guys to be able to jump up there or whatever, because you have to start on the start platform anyway. So if you get up there and you hit that buzzer and you miss and the timer doesn't stop and your coach sees that happened and goes, get back up there, you got to do it again in order to hit that buzzer, you absolutely can. This mat is not out, okay? You can go back up there and try to get the buzzer. The clock's going to be winding down. You're going to have a short amount of time. You're going to be totally gassed by the time you get here anyway. But for you guys, I want to see one of you guys hit this buzzer, so we're going to leave that on, okay? Don't take the chance with it. Hit the buzzer right the first time. But in the event, I don't want to see anybody be like, oh my God, I can't believe that wasn't a completion. Got me? The buzzer is an obstacle as well. You must depress it such that it causes the timer to go off. Okay. Yes? Sure will. Horns will blow. It'll sound like the Bruins just scored a goal. Oh. Okay. The music won't play. That was just me. I might do that. Yes? Just hands. Just hands on the final climb. Good question. Yeah. All right. Any other questions? Cool. Go back over there. Do not touch any obstacles. You guys can drop your stuff and get with your coaches. The action room is available for you to warm up in, and we will get you started here in just a moment. Oh, okay. Yeah. Ninjas, just real quick. There is a box up here at the front that we have created for our athletes who, if you're unfamiliar with the phrase, you are up, you are on deck, you are in the hole, old-timey baseball term. The person who is up will be here on the start block. The person who is on deck will be here in this yellow box, and the person who is in the hole will be standing right behind them. So that means when you have 3 people or 2 left to go, you should be in this area, okay? And your line manager will find you.
You just want to call out warm-up area? They can wait in there?
Yeah. They can all be in the warm-up area, right? Yeah. Chalk's fine.
They're all just, that's why I don't.
Oh, yeah. Guys, for those of you who don't know what the action room is, it's that room in there. So that's where you can go warm up. Feel free to use the windows. Just go right through. It's fine.
Size-wise.
Oh, okay. We live out here, YouTube. We live. Gonna get these guys going in just a little bit. All right, let me get my first three competitors to the start. Luke Nelson, Josiah Birmingham, and Nathan Yun. Please make your way to the starting area and see the line manager, Ben. Right there is good. All right. And at this point, no, just don't trip over any live stream stuff. That's okay. All right, and now, in order to let, before Luke, step down for a second. As many of you know, today is September 11th, marks the 20th anniversary of September 11th. I'm sure we all have memories of that horrible day, but holding a ninja competition on that day 20 years later, I think speaks to how far we've come and how strong we all really are. So we are going to play the national anthem with extra emphasis today. So I would ask all my ninjas in the warm-up area to stand, remove your hats, and draw your attention to the American flag for the playing of our national anthem. All right. Now let's get this thing going. So Luke is up first. I'm going to turn off the microphone to allow our athletes to have as much focus on the course as possible. They should only have one voice in their head, and that is the voice of their coach. But if you want to catch all the nice things that I say about your athletes, check out the live stream after we're done, because I'm going to go into the internet now. There we go. Luke headed off through the slinking steps, no problem, and through the rope. 1-2, real quick. Now, Luke is a little guy. Let's see if he's been working on his cliffhangers. He's got to get a big push off there. Got to look confident in that crimp. You got it, buddy. That's it. Now, if he can get on the back side of that, that'll help him out a lot. It's always easier to squeeze towards you. There he goes. Now he can start building upswing. That's it. Says his favorite obstacle is the warp wall. Just loves running up that thing at this age. That's pretty common. It's his first year ever competing in NNL. But he looks pretty good so far. Time might be a little bit of an issue here on the back side of the course for him, but we allow these young competitors to develop that sense of urgency over time. Just couldn't make the grab. So he's got a little bit of time here to explore the course. 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the total here. It's never easy running first, but he's going to jump out. There you go. Oh, a little slip on that one as well. Monster Mountain rejected Luke. Says that his hobbies is fishing. Wonder where he goes fishing. Been known to catch a few fish from time to time. He makes his way around the Stage 4 space program. Hey, and he remembered how to clear it. Good job. Now, coach directing him over towards the pizza cutters. Coach Shell, always enthusiastic with her kids. There it goes. Now he's up on it. Let's go. Big swing. Nice. I'm just glad he got up on that thing. Those pizza cutters are going to probably not give our ninjas too much trouble today, I would hope. They are available from stage4designs.com. There you go. So now you see Luke being here, long arm on this obstacle is going to make it very difficult. It takes a slight activation in order just to release the friction on the top of it. And too much swing can actually make that window of movement a lot smaller. So it's just meant to tax you out. All right, here he goes for a 4-foot lache. Nice, picks him up right here. He's got to grab that bar on the far side of the salmon ladder. Nope. Yeah, I feel bad. We didn't include a single warp wall in this whole course. It's just a lot of big dynamic upper body movements. There he goes. That's it. Crawling his way across. Whoop, and collapses in a heap under the weight of his own body. All right, let's see if he can make the final climb. Those arms are going to be gassed at this point. Here he goes, up. 2 more to go. And try not to use those feet. He's have 1 more in him. Oh, man. And there it is, the end of this course run. Okay. So we have another competitor on the course right now, Josiah Birmingham, but it could be that our camera just lost signal at the front. Sometimes people step on cords or things get unplugged by accident, but our crack team He's taking care of it. The camera one's got him picked up. There we go. And we're back. All right, our second competitor down on the aviary. Gives us an opportunity to talk about Josiah. Says his favorite obstacle is the juicer. Man, well, that one is in the action room now, the Mega Juicer. The original juicer has been retired. The Mega Juicer is now a staple here. As Josiah makes his way up and over. He loves hockey, nature, the beach, and lacrosse. A multi-sport ninja athlete. It's not on run out. There you go. Josiah's showing how to get through it. Oh, just missing the grab. That's what happens sometimes. You miss one obstacle and all the subsequent ones, even if there's no pressure because you're just kind of making your way through it. Something happens. Your body just gets taxed out. Everything becomes that much harder. You lose focus, especially at this age. All right, he's going to move on to, looks like he's just going to skip the frog pond, go straight to the conveyor belt. Man, Josiah looked pretty good on that 3-4 defense. Made it all the way to that last hall brawler. Look at him climb. All right, this kid is definitely, he's got his elbows on it, and he hit it. Good job, good job. All right, as we get ready for our next competitor here. Nathan Yun competes for the Strive Ninja team. There we go. Back. There we go. Getting the last minute instructions from Coach Shell, Coach Casey. And off we go. 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock for young Nathan Yun. Going to take a nice casual stroll up there, take the rope across, and a quick 2 in his pocket. See how he does on his, there you go. That's the sign of experience right there. Reaches on the back. Now he could be a little bit more aggressive on his swing here. There he goes. It's all about that efficiency of movement. See how he's just kind of hanging there. Needs to get more aggressive. That's it. Okay, he was going to go for the double hand the whole time. Didn't really trust his single hand grip. Now he's got one more of those to negotiate. If he does the same thing, here he comes up onto the last heavy metal. Come on, buddy, you got it. There you go. Flex it out, bro. Oh, he missed and stepped down off of the landing platform. Oh, man. Such a good grab. We put those cliffhangers down there at the bottom to try to keep the kids from doing that. I had a feeling some of them might get a little absent-minded. You know, they get so stoked they made that last connection. They slide down the box. But all right, and that second obstacle after you've just missed is that much harder to complete. Here we go. Nathan looking a little cautious through this course, which at this point he's just playing on borrowed time or, playing with house money. So there's a platitude in there somewhere. His favorite obstacle is the rings, and he loves playing soccer. He's got a great first name. Okay. He was super close to it, too. I think it just comes up on you really fast. And if you're not used to that, that jarring move, we like to put kids in interesting situations when they come here for an Action NNL. They see similar obstacles throughout the season. I always like to throw something a little bit different at them, which is why we make a lot of our own obstacles here to give the kids some different looks. We want them to be well-rounded in their skills. Stage 4 Designs is where it's at here at Action. We're brand loyal. All right, so he made it to the minions. Next up, we have another small ninja, young Jonah Schreiber. He's a second-year member of the Action Ninja team. I think last year he was actually 5 years old. So maybe he was 6. I actually don't remember. But Jonah's a wild man. You can't see him because of the wall of coaches and staff. But there he is. Now he's just got to get up high. Now, Jonah not known for being the most aggressive ninja in the gym. He tends to take a little bit more of a cautious approach, but if you ever saw him outside of the gym, you'd be like, who is this kid? He's an absolute wild man. There he goes. Now he's opening up a little bit. If he can get out of his own head, he is a powerhouse. He's got the skills. Ooh, takes a hip check. Big old swing. And sticks the landing. Nice job. 1:50 to go. He heads into Monster Mountain. Good job, Jonah. You guys may remember Jonah's dad, Josh Schreiber, owner of, just got his wrist crossed up on the minion. Well, probably because I mentioned his dad. Josh Schreiber is Jonah's dad. He's competed on the Action team in the Masters Division, competed A&W many times, owns a great music facility here in Wellesley. I think they're also in New York City as well. Jamming with you, introducing music into kids' lives, music lessons, bands, all sorts of things. If your child is interested in music as much as mine are, Josh is the man to go to. One extra bounce on that one would have got him there. He's got to keep up with his bigger sisters. I think once he starts eating his vegetables, packing on some muscle, they're not going to be ragging on him as much anymore. I think he only weighs about 42 pounds. So he's going to try that one-hand technique. Giving his fellow ninjas maybe a little beta here. Doesn't give you something to push back against, but if you can get a good forward push. All right. The technique looked like it might have had a little bit of promise to it. We tested that way as well. Yeah, it works sometimes. But you got to have a supreme level of coordination to get it to slide down there. Again, see how Jonah's in sort of that long arm technique that you'll see a lot of these youngsters using. He'd be better off just going 2 hands to that front minion, letting go of the back one. There he goes. Dude, you had it. Come on. Kick and go. Kick and go. Kick and go. Just getting too hung up on there. All right, Jonah. Next up, we have one of the newest members of our Action Ninja team, Charlie Lalonde. His older brothers, Joe and James, both veterans of the team. Charlie, I've literally been coaching his brothers longer than Charlie has been alive. I remember when Charlie was born. And now he's on the team, which is crazy. I guess it shouldn't be that crazy. I have 2 kids that are on the team, they grow up fast. But Charlie. Honestly, not too surprised. Charlie's had three practices. He's been in class with us for a little bit, but give this kid a chance. He's got to get some of these nerves. A lot of times, what I like to do, especially with the young kids in this age group, is put them in positions where they have to kind of overcome fear. And being that high up off the ground, sure, it feels cool to some kids, but for other kids, it can be a little terrifying, you know, when you're 2 times your height up off the floor, even if you are only 3.5 feet tall. So Charlie loves the quad steps. It's no surprise he's a sports fan. Plays all sports, playing trampoline. Loves annoying his brothers, screaming at them all the time like he's on fire. Interesting pastime for Charlie. He's super passionate about. I have a feeling Joe or James wrote this for him. He's super passionate about getting what's his, even when it's not his. And anything else I should know, the less you know, the better. Yeah, I'm almost positive one of his older brothers filled that out for him. It seems like a jab there. All right, here goes Charlie on these minions. Again, there he goes. See if he can coordinate his lower body and upper body. Coach Paulina there trying to help him. You can't really jerk around with it too much. See how he's kind of like wiggle worming his way underneath. And it's moving a little bit. The more control you have, which I know is an ask for someone as young as Charlie. I mean, he just turned 6. But he does love to fly. So let's see if he's got this 4-foot lache in the bag. Well, trampoline jumps. There's another thing that little ones need to work on. The trampoline skill is crucial for youngsters. Yeah, they just don't have a lot of weight, and they do their best to try to pump it into the trampoline, but it can be tough. And he just goes straight for the final climb. He's like, nah, I want that buzzer. All right. That will not be the last you see of Charlie Lalonde. I guarantee it. All right, let's take a look at the leaderboard here. Jonah in first place, having completed that 3rd obstacle. Had a sure to change as we have a whole roster of kids ready to go. Next up, Gavin Balzati. First season competing in the NNL. There he goes, right up onto that rope there. A quick 2 under his belt. Favorite obstacle is cannonballs and laches. All right, well, let's see you, Gavin. You should be right at home here. See how he coordinates that side-to-side swing. There's a skill. Nice. I used to watch gymnastics all the time as a kid, and they'd be like, oh, he completed that skill. I'd be like, what skill? He was just swinging. And then you start watching movement patterns and seeing how people move and get an understanding that not everybody knows to kick back and then allow that momentum to go the other way. Excellent ninja skill out of young Gavin, but there again, he killed his swing when he jumped right to it. He could have kept his momentum going, maybe made up some time. But I think, oh, the foot touch. Coach Casey watching those feet. They got to be prepared for that cat grab on the start-finish platform. Actually, the start-finish platform for that obstacle is over the top. There's a narrow strip that you can stand on the top, and that's what's the flat portion of it. Man, Gavin was looking so good. Let's see what he can do with some of these obstacles now that the pressure's off. Big double foot jump, and then let's go, buddy. Hit that trampoline. You got some power. Eyeing it up. Doesn't want to miss it. There you go. Yeah, it's not as far as you think, buddy. All right, he says he likes laches. Let's see him grab this pizza cutter. There you go. Keep those legs going forward. Oh, yeah, he's there. Boom. Nice. And he's going to be our first ninja through that pizza cutter. Might not count towards the score, but it counts in my book. He even takes the jump across. He could have walked right across there. Let's see if he's got the coordination for these minion heads. See that big swing side to side with the hips. He's almost got it. There you go. Now he's starting to learn. It's a pull and a slide, pull and a slide. But you got to be able to do it with both hands. And being left-handed, ambidextrous, it's definitely something that is helpful. Whew, and down he goes. All right. Next up, another new member to our Action Athletics Ninja team. He's been in class with us for a few years now. Paxton Barnett. Never done an NNL before. Oh, shouldn't say that. Nope, yep. Never done an NNL before. Paxton around the corner, but he's showed great promise at practice. And with this age group, you know, there's a lot of room for development, a lot of skills. They're so coachable. I'm sure Coach Paulina is down there. You can hear her screaming, reach, giving him those cues. That's it. Locks in that hand, but he could have gone for it right there if he was ready. That's it. And still gets a pullback now. He's got to stick this landing. This has been an unexpected crux point for these kids today. That's it. One more, and I think he'll get there. No. Wow. Did not expect that obstacle would trip up so many of these youngsters. Didn't expect that to trip them up either. They just kind of have to reach out for it. It's not rocket science there. But again, like I said, Paxton, very new to ninja competition. I'm sure he's probably not even going to remember a lot of these obstacles. And be like, I blacked out on the course, Coach. I don't know what I was doing. Just listening to Coach Paulina. Probably could have stood to take a second jump on that trampoline. That's a composure thing. And there, he's made down to the end of the minions, trying to get that trail hand with him. He probably doesn't even need it. He can reach out from that front one and get the next one up, but tried to reach with his, before matching. Again, simple skills, little efficiency things. He does love to lâché, but he's just kind of going through the motions at this point. He wants to touch them all. Probably thinking about his other hobbies like reading and golf and hiking. And he says already he wants to hike the Appalachian Trail. It's a lofty goal. I had a buddy who did that when we were in high school. Almost got attacked by a bear. It was an interesting story. He was walking down a trail, sees a bear at the other end of the trail, and the thing starts coming towards him, and he had his 2 walking sticks, and he just puts them way up above his head and makes this big X, and slaps them together and just yells, "Bear!" I don't know why that was the word he chose, but he said the bear kind of got up, looked at him, crooked its head in a way to say, "Yeah, man, we're good," and then it walked away. Close encounters with animals. Watch out for those on the trail there, Paxton. All right, next up. Gabby Berkman. Now, she is one of the more experienced young ladies at this age group. She's competed 2 seasons in the NNL already and just joined the action team this year. I can tell you she is a hard worker at practice and in class. She's got great enthusiasm. She just wants to learn. Shows a lot of leadership. Can't really see her there because Coach Casey is right in the camera angle as well. Simon, you want to do me a favor and go see if you can move Casey a little bit when this run is done? All you really have to do is make him aware that the camera's there. All right, let's go, Gabby. Now, she tends to be a little cautious with things like this. With her, there she goes. If she's on both sides, she feels confident with it, but that cliffhanger grip will be a little tough. There you go, you got it. Oh, she's taking a lot of extra swings here. There you go. Could have done that 2 swings ago. Now she's got that next birdhouse right up in her grill. Reach around the backside. Okay. Not taking any chances here at all. She wants to make sure she gets through this obstacle. And really what it comes down to is if she does, it might move her into first place, I think, for the ladies. Second. Yeah. She's got to stick this landing, though. See your feet. Get their feet first, hands first. There you go. Nice. Now, see her hand all the way into the minion. Oh, see her fix her hair right there? It's another common thing that ninjas do. Oh. Reached out. If she was 2 extra inches taller. Judging distances is so difficult. They got to be able to know when to jump and when to lean. And that one is a slight jumper, I think, for somebody Gabby's height. So just a little mistake there. Very doable, but again, asking 7-year-olds to do it first try, you know, it becomes an issue. At the end of the day, I think she's just going to be very happy she got to touch all these obstacles. And she Says she loves art, songwriting, piano, and skateboard. Well, great skateboarders tend to make great ninjas. You got it. Oh, just couldn't stick the grab. Says she's very passionate about women's rights, LGBTQ right, and Black Lives Matter. Man, she's taken on a lot at like 7 and 8 years old. But that is the mark of a strong leader and someone who is determined. I'm sure she's got a very prosperous and successful life ahead of her. And definitely has a future in ninja for sure. Yeah, just a little bit extra time there, but she seems to have that obstacle. That's it for you, Gabby. There you go. All right. Next up, we have Connor Hughes. Connor coming to us from Jimja. Loves Lachey's. Training, parkour, and bike riding. Yep, he's training at Jimja. You know you got parkour locked down. He looks to have this locked down too. Look at the confidence of this kid. That's how we drew that obstacle up. Well done, buddy. I like it. Stick that landing. All right. Now, if he gets through this one, there you go. See that? Up. Man. That little hop. I'm telling you guys, we tested this thing. You should see my daughter's hands. They're destroyed. I made her test it so much. And she first tried it. That's what I'm trying to figure out. We actually made it a little bit easier than when she first tried it. So, man. Well, you know what? Maybe we'll chalk it up to first obstacle syndrome, new obstacle syndrome. Those minion heads. I'm sure people have seen similar things before, but we just did those up at Stage 4 Designs this past week, actually. See how comfortable he is on these fidget spinners. Not fidget spinners, pizza cutters. Flywheels. I'm confusing obstacles left and right. You get a new obstacle in someone's hands and it takes a little bit of an acclimation period. I have a feeling that if other gyms start, dialing us up at Stage 4 and be like, hey, let's get our hands on some of those minions, get our hands on some of these pizza cutters or whatnot, you'll see these kids adapt to these obstacles very quickly, as is what tends to happen. There we go. Now, he may have to match on that left hand. This coach should be telling him that. No, look at the wingspan on this guy. Nice. Let's go, Connor. He's not shirking these obstacles at all, man. He's making sure he wants that finish platform. All right, set your hips and go. You can get there. Nice. All right, our first athlete to make it through that obstacle. It didn't count because it was after his fall. But listen, this stuff is not impossible by any means. Just got to put it all together. Nice. There's a good-looking Lachey. Let's see if we can get a good shot of him going through this frog pond. Set it off, buddy. There you go. First one to get his hands on that. And man, just that little slip up there cost him. Yeah, let him finish it out. Good job. That was a great run out of Connor. I hope that shows up on the scoreboard because, man, that kid really, he deserves a round of applause, pat on the back. Coach is fired up. All right, next up, another Jimja competitor, Anthony DeSimone. Loves Lachey's and walls. Soccer and skiing. Man, we could put together a soccer team with all these kids who are totally into it at this age. Pretty popular sport for this age group. There we go. We got the message to Coach Casey so you can see him a little better. Man, these Jimja kids are just, woo, whipping their way through that obstacle. So much confidence. You really see it. Like, if you're comfortable, hanging and swinging, now come on, buddy. Stick this grab. That's it. Pull up on that far side. You can see it. That's it, my dude. Now make that climb. Make that climb. Get those feet on it. Oh, yeah. You got it. We're hunting down a new leader here. Stick it and complete. Let's go, my dude. Keep up that urgency. That's it. There he goes. Now on to the pizza cutters. Judging by what I've seen so far, Anthony's got a pretty good chance of getting through this one as well. Might get bogged down a little bit on Minion Madness if he gets there. Still looking pretty good on time. And we tested this if the kids could get through Minion Madness with a little under a minute to go. They had maybe about 10 seconds to spare. There he goes. He's making good time. Now he's just got to slide this through. Does he have the control? See what he learned from his teammates. Little increments. Just lift and go. That's it. He's got to get that backhand going. Okay, turns it around. Smart. There you go. Nice. Like a green line train, just sliding those things right down. You're going to go for the dismount? All right, nice job. He's on pace. And judging by how I've seen how good he can fly, this could be our first finisher here. There's a lot in between him and that final climb, but he is moving efficiently. Anthony DeSimone came to play today. On the second rope. Got to get up to that next froggy. And he's off again. Here we go. Conveyor belt. Got to calm it down. He's got 23 seconds, and he's got 2 hard obstacles left. Probably not enough time to finish now. Got hung up there a minute, but stepped off the conveyor belt. That's why we put it there. We knew it would trip someone, but look how easy he's making the 3-4 defense look. Oh, my God. A couple of bodies there in the way, but judging by how those things were spinning, if you watch the spin of them, let's go. Come on, Anthony. Man, what a run. I will slide him easily into first place. Way to go, Anthony. Made your twin sister proud there, buddy. All right, next up. Looks like we got one of our smaller competitors on the start line. This is young Greta Boucher. Running to a Ninja Course Classic. Looks like she trains down at TA Plymouth, judging by Coach Kira standing there with her. There you go. We're going to get a start block up there for her. She is pretty tiny, and she was a little worried about things. So we would allow the coaches to request start blocks on some of the taller reaches. I got small kids too, man. I'm not trying to height shame anybody if they haven't had a chance to grow yet. Kira with her signature Lululemon chalk bag, always in tote, always very fashionable. Let's go, Greta. Big jump, kiddo. Yeah, there it is. No problem. Another start block for her there. Look at this. Got those pigtails flying. Super confident. Man, she's moving like Anthony. She's about a third of his size. Stick this landing. Nice. Don't tell this young lady what she can do. Now, this jump is going to be a little tough. Oh, she just missed. Whew, that special delivery. It's big enough for little tiny hands to get through, but you got to be accurate with it. That's only about maybe 6 inches that she had to cover, but man, she looked so electrifying coming out of the gate. Here we go, another member of our kids 6 to 8 soccer team. Greta loves soccer and dance. I think we only need like 1 or 2 more, and we can have a whole side. Look at her flying on this thing. Yes! 5 feet between those pizza cutters. She's barely 4 feet, I think. Like tiny, tiny. Got to just climb up on top of that thing just to get her to these minis. She doesn't weigh a lot. These things will probably slide fairly easy for her if she can keep it coordinated. Got to be patient. There you go. I really think that technique that Anthony used where he turned his backhand around and then pulled it worked really well for him rather than trying to just flex it out between the two of these. There you go. She's still trying to figure this thing out. Okay. There you go. That's how you do it. Love to see that real-time, thinking where she's like literally looking at the obstacle going, okay, what are my distances? How does this thing move? Can I throw it? She sure can. All right. We know she's got a 4-foot lache. Here's the big swing. Nice. Oh, and she tried to just go too quick to the rope. But she would have gotten credit for that. She touched the rope before she hit the ground. Now she just wants to run over to this conveyor belt. Up top, and down. Whew. That conveyor belt is, how tall is that, son? 2 feet? Yeah, a little higher than that. It was like up to her chest. That moves her into first place. I think I caught the end of that leaderboard there. All right, next up, Annika Cohen. First competition ever. From the Ninja Lab. Okay, quick check from the line checker. Manager, Ben Scraley. First competition ever. We're always happy to see our Ninja Lab friends come down here and visit us for an action comp. Gonna keep that start block up here for this little lady as well. She probably didn't need it, and that's kind of getting in the way of her swing. They got this technique now. There you go, side-to-side kick. Good. She runs into, ooh. Yeah, we got a song from The Greatest Showman playing for her. The movie was awesome. I don't care who you are. Gets me every time. So inspiring. You can watch it with the whole family. Nice. Like the Action NNL live stream. You can watch it all day and all night. On repeat. There you go. Yep. That's good. Call that incidental. Play the advantage. She got the one hand there. All right, now she's got to pull up. So, again, another fundamental ninja skill, a swinging pull-up. You got to be able to pull yourself up onto an obstacle as it's moving. I know that might not sound like a lot to someone who doesn't do ninja, but think about it. Anytime you've ever tried to do a pull-up in your life, unless you've competed in ninja, you've done so on a static bar, maybe one that spins, maybe. But at the end of that pendulum, the high point of it, still having the timing to activate your arms and pull yourself closer to your target. That's how we generate power. So that's what happened there. She just tripped right over the mat there on her way out. Yeah, fluffy mats, man. They jump up and bite you. The invisible mat monsters. There you go. Very efficient here. I assure you this obstacle can be done quickly. And one of these ninjas, I mean, we've seen a few move fairly efficient. I think Anthony did it. Greta was looking pretty good, even though hers didn't count. But we're figuring it out. We're going to keep it in there for the mature kids, which is coming up next. Their division will begin at noon as we get through our last few competitors here. Yep, we're under 10. Under 10 to go. Under 10 to go. Okay. Next up, Connor Gorman. First year competing. His favorite obstacle is the tires. I don't know if he's referring to tire run on A&W or maybe some tires they have down at Forte Ninjas where he trains with Coach Dave. Good. Good coaching. You can hear Dave tell him, speed and pump. That's what it is. Okay. Probably could have one-armed that as well. It's just a matter of pull back. Match. Oh, no. Maybe the tape around his hands had something to do with that one. This is clearly a kid who trains a lot. If he's, his body got heavy on him all of a sudden. And onto the spinny. Whoa. Shakes it out. What? And makes it home like a drunken sailor. Good job. And up on this. Okay. Now, this just moves in a straight line. Connor strikes me as the type of kid that has really good straight line forward speed. This should be something. Something's got to be going on with his hands. He's got both of them wrapped. He has the length. That was the second one that he should have had the grip on, but it feels like he's compensating for, maybe he's got a ripper or something that's bothering him. So. There you go. A lot of kids getting hung up on Minion Madness. Let's see what he's got for this 4-foot Lachey here. Oh, I tried to reach out for it. All right, looks like Connor's going to bypass a couple of these obstacles here and go straight for that final climb. But it looks to me like those hands just don't have anything left in them. Maybe he was excited for the comp, overtrained a little bit. Those arms just look like noodles at this point. His heart wants it. He's a competitor, but just nothing left. So, can't be mad at that. Next up, we have from Forte Ninjas, Charlie Donoho? Sorry for mispronouncing your last name if I did, Charlie. I like your pigtails, though. Big jump across. And there she goes. She's through the first two. Falls into that ring, trying to find her rhythm. Not a lot of information on the card about Charlie, so let's just see kind of how she does on the course. Read her body language a little bit. She's kind of got that side-to-side swing going. A little inefficient. She's wondering when's the right time to actually kick. She knows what she's supposed to do, but it's a matter of feel. You have to kind of feel that out over time. There you go. Okay, she's fighting with it. She's still alive. Clock's still ticking. I got to be honest, if she gets through this obstacle, puts her in good shape for a podium. But couldn't get through the aviary. Up and over here. That's it. Now, just inaccurate with the fingers. Tosses those pigtails back as she explores the stage 4 space program. Look at those legs. She's got the jiggle legs. That's usually a sign of nerves. Trust me, as someone who spent a lot of time on ninja competition slack lines, or like remember they used to do the bungee bridge. Oh my God, my legs used to shake like a leaf. And once it starts, there's nothing you can do to stop it because you're mid-obstacle. All right, Charlie's still moving. Making her way through. Should touch them all today. Side to side she goes. And again, this is just a sign of a little bit of inexperience. She looks at those. She's got to get her hands coordinating with her feet, and that just comes from reps. Getting on these obstacles a lot more, figuring out how your body moves and what's successful and what's not. It's trial and error with this kind of stuff. But she seems to have a pretty good style, like the high socks, like the pigtails. Hopefully we get to see Charlie again. She'll come back stronger. All right, next up, another experienced NNL, hate to call a kid a veteran in this division. Andrew Markarian, taking his time on the skewy steps. Right around there. Okay. Now he knows exactly what he wants to do. Confidently reaches out for that next one. Single arm hang through that. That's it. Andrew's got another hand here. Sets his hips back and off. Exactly. That's how it's drawn up. Now, he's got to watch. It's actually closer to them when it's turned sideways like that. There you go. Nice. And now he can push off and pull up. Yep, just like that. So now he's got to climb. He can get his feet on it if he wants to. Hopefully his coach is telling him that. There you go. Good. Yep. Says he loves the salmon ladder. Oh, another member of our soccer team. You're welcome, Andrew. With his stout coverage, I think he'd make a great defender. That's it, that's it, that's it. Keep that chest up. Nice, one more. And he's off. All right. Here we go. Pizza cutters. Pizza cutters. Big jump. That's it. Catch it. Nice. Now he is throwing from the back of the pizza cutters. He's got enough coverage for it. Kid loves to fly. Awesome. All right, a minute left on the clock. So he's a little behind the pace, but he's got to get through these. Off to a good start. Very efficient. Let's go. That's it. All the way out there. Now he can reach from there. He doesn't need to worry about the back one. And through. Oh, good recovery. Stick with it, stick with it. And that back one just went right away from him. He's got to gut this one out. Still in good shape if he makes it through this obstacle. 30 seconds, he definitely can. Good. And around the corner. Now he's very, very cautious. Doesn't want to miss that grab again. All right, 15 seconds. He's got to be efficient on this last bar. That's it. Don't let those hips start swinging too much. You can make the dismount from there. Good. Go get this lache off the bar. All he has to do is make the lache and touch the rope. Make the lache. We're going to go right into it. 3, 2, touch that. Oh, man. I mean, I'm watching on the live stream, same as you guys are. It looked to me like he got it. And we were just confirmed he got the last point in before the buzzer sounded. So we'll make the necessary adjustments with NinjaWorks because they always get it right. Such an adaptable system. If you own a Ninja Gym anywhere around the country and you're not using NinjaWorks, get on the train. It's the best thing going. It makes my life so much better. All right. Next up, we got Connor Figaro. Figaro. He's a little guy. Didn't ask for the box. Looks like he's wearing a Windsor Ninja Academy shirt. I don't see a coach on his sideline. He can get it figured out. That's it. There you go. He's been watching his other ninja friends. Ah, man. I bet Connor. Let's see. Favorite obstacle is the ring toss. Loves reading and baseball. I wouldn't be surprised if this is his first year kind of doing ninja. He looks like he's got, you know, maybe a couple of team practices under his belt. It's early in the season. With a lot of these kids, by the time this season is over, they will look nothing like this. Like if you tune into a live stream, you know, for a regional, should they make it there, or like another comp come, you know, February or January, one season can really change a kid. You know, if they have a good team, good coaching, lots of friends and, around them, especially kids in older age groups that can kind of show them the ropes, show them the right way to do it, makes a big difference. All right. Looks like, yep. So Connor's never seen anything like this before, and he's trying to figure it out in real time. But you know, at 6, 7 years old, that's a tall order. Just trying to figure out Legos, how to read, asking him to understand physics concepts of friction and speed. It's a big ask. I don't even think I took physics in high school or until high school. So. Clock winding down on Connor here as he wrestles with the rope. He wants to touch that conveyor belt. There he goes. Around the corner. Oh, man. Just wanted to get there. All right, I've been informed that we are down to our final 5 competitors of the kids' wave. Now we're at Austin Morin, also a Fallout Boy fan. Not a Fallout Boy today, I would imagine. This is his first competition. Coming to us from Forte Ninjas, another New England Ninja Association member gym down on the Cape. If you guys are ever down that way and your kids just need to get their ninja fix, check out Forte Ninjas. There he goes. You can definitely hear Coach Dave with his commanding coach's voice. That helps. That's good. Seems to be really helping him. That's great. This kid's dialed in. Coach Dave aware of the time. Knows he has to move with some urgency. Reach out for it. You got it, buddy. There you go. That's it. You can push off and pull. It's a swing, push off. And Casey's kind of right there. You can see the hand coming. He's got to pull up at the top of that swing. Push and pull. There. Ooh, he's going for the bottom ledge on that. That is like a campus board ledge, just kind of for protection on the bottom of that thing. You can grab it. It's hard. We've used that in other contests. That's why we put those big jug holds for him. He's got a lot of swing, though. Come on, buddy. So, again, we talk about a ninja's ability to activate their arms while they're in a swing. There's another perfect example of it, of a skill that you need to work on. So, if you have a young ninja at home who wants to, get better at things like that, make sure that when they're on the rings or they're on any kind of like a playground or something like that, if they're swinging from something, ask them to pull their body up and touch something above them while they're swinging. It can be done with a rope, ring. Oof! I thought he had it. Just missed on the right-hand side there. Well, for a first competition, he certainly started out looking pretty confident. Great first move on the minions, and a great second move. Pairs it up with a great third move. Great fourth move. Man, this is about as efficient as we've seen anybody get through that so far. Match your hands on the first one. You don't even need that second move. Oh, no, it's just the wrong order of operations on that one. The little things make a difference. That was good, though. Good first comp for that young man. I'm sure we'll see him again. Next up, we have another Austin Carroll out of Strive in Franklin. Running to another Ninja Classic. Loves laches and warp wall. Well, we're going to test his laches today. But again, his hands are, it's either chalk. It's chalk, just covering his hands. Looked like they were taped up. Nope, just the white hands of Sauron. Copious amounts of chalk, indeed. Okay, you got to look where you're going, man. There you go. That Coach Shell telling him that, and I'll refocusing him. Very smart. You got to see your target. That's it. Let's go. Let's go. You got it, Austin. Reach for it. Now don't lose all your momentum. There you go. Good. Keep that momentum going. And down. Keeps those feet up. Whew. Got a little frog splash there. Had me worried for a second. Crosses the plane, and he's good. Now, you got to see it all the way in, buddy. Put that chalk to work. Oh. Just leaned out, hoping something nice would happen. We've used that strategy before on Ninja. It's like you just kind of go into it, hoping something nice will happen. I got to tell you, folks, it rarely works. Got to have a plan. It's just a coach's tip there of the day. Have a plan. Even if it's a bad plan, it's better than having no plan at all. All right. Now let's see how he does on this mini thing. This has been an interesting obstacle to watch today. Because our last competitor, breezed through it. And it looks like, nope, couldn't put together that second move. He's struggling with it a little bit. And then there's the ever-increasing we'll call it the feeling of panic. So you pull it the first time, it doesn't go. You pull it the second time, it doesn't go. Now all of a sudden, it's like quicksand. You're just like struggling, trying anything. You've gotten away from your plan, your brain shuts off, and you start yanking on it. Really composed ninjas will breeze through that obstacle, but someone, again, who goes through without a plan, his hands might have been hurting a little bit on that Lachey. All right. Now he's like at the deli counter being like, what do I want? Which one do I want to go for? I only got a few more to go. Yep. Nice. Cleanly through there. Get your hands on that 3-4 defense, my dude. Whee! And he's done. Round in a circle. All right, we're down to our final 3. Jackson. I love this dude's style. He's got the headband going, the high socks, the matching basketball shorts with his uniform. Wristbands, too. Yeah, this kid's got style. See if he can back it up. This kid like Chad Flexington. He's won before he already sets foot on the course. As everybody knows, Jackson's making a name for himself. All right. See if this little dude can fly. I wonder if those are Syracuse basketball shorts. The orange seems to match up. There you go, pull. Okay, could have gotten a little bit more momentum there, but wanted to make sure he had his grip. Now he's got to build it back up. That's it. He's there. Just needs to grab it. Get off it, man. Your fingers are starting to go. There you go. Turn those hips. Nice. You can see the confidence is bubbling up. These birdhouses make him a little uncomfortable, and that's okay. They're designed to. Yeah. There's a kid that he's very used to using rings. Like felt super comfortable on the rings. There's another one who took him just out of his comfort level just a little bit. And honestly, with this age group, that's kind of what it's about. Giving them new looks, letting them learn, trying new things. Try everything. And having a coach like Shell definitely helps because she will never, let you quit. She'll never get on you for for not making something. She's, she loves coaching, loves competing, obviously, but understands that it's about the experience of ninja. Go back up and do it again, man. Get your hands on it. He's looking a little tentative on this. I think he can move on. He can move on. I think the miss on Monster Mountain, when he missed the smiley face there, might have and there's the trampoline again. He had missed the trampoline earlier, so now he's kind of getting in his head a little bit of like, oh, I'm small, I can't make it. As the parent of a small ninja, I can tell you, the struggle is real. Nice. Oh, man, good thing those things are padded. Now, here's the one thing where I would say, oh, yeah, so you would have had that too. Ninjas who aren't totally confident in their grab ability, jumping up and grabbing something. I know I mentioned the pull-up on the end of a swinging bar as a fundamental skill. Also the pull-up to grab. Look at this. Ninja Works has just informed me we're down to our last boy, last girl. And we are dark on the... There we go. Looks like we might, we're going to be picking them up from the far side here. Ethan Tobias, looking very confident on the aviator, coming from Ninja Mania, a recent new member, Jim, of the New England Ninja Association. We're happy to have Ninja Mania amongst our competing gyms, forming a new region called Nina South, where they'll compete in a team-based format. Win-loss records, your team scores points, practice time on obstacles. Just a different take on ninja competition, all centered around encouraging the young kids to make each other stronger and have an overall well-rounded team. So while Ethan is making his way through here, I'll tell you, the amount of effort and coordination that goes into pulling these things off is nothing short of, a mountain of effort. I think I might have just said that. That sentence doesn't make any sense. Anyway, so I went out and bought a brand new Sony ZV-1 for this event because I wanted you guys to get good depth of field on camera and get great shots, real high quality images of these young ninjas through these first couple obstacles. And I think what we're discovering is the battery life on that camera that was not mentioned in any of the reviews is leaves a little bit to be desired. But as we always do, we'll get it dialed in. We'll get that camera fired up for you, and then we'll get great lighting, great shots. There it is. See that? Man, look at how clear that picture is. Makes me so happy. In case you can't tell, I love tech. The resolution on it. We want you guys to look good on YouTube, man. Who knows? We might have some celebrities in our future. All right. Running a little short on time here for Ethan. We're going to get right into the next group, the Mature Kids Wave 1, which is coming up right after this. So after our final competitor here, coming up next, we got 2.5 minutes until Mature Kids. See them. There he goes. All right, good effort. Nice work. So now this final competitor, Mila Rukos, competing out of TA Plymouth. See, not much information here about Mila. Coincidentally, her name is almost my daughter's name at one point. We were kicking around the name Mila. We liked it. Ended up going with Dylan instead. But there goes Mila through the first two. Now, again, she's another tiny competitor. But she's reaching. Just because you're tiny doesn't mean you're not fierce. Look at her go. Good side-to-side swing. Kira knows how to get these kids the skills that they need. Look at her go. She's got that swing. I mean, it's not the fastest we've seen through this, but again, she is tiny. And then stick this landing. Come on, kiddo. Nice. All right. She's through. There she goes. Got to see it from the side. Reach out. There you go. Nice. Just like that. Now she needs to get that pull up on the far side. Just all she needs is one hand on it. There we go. Get the camera up there a little bit so we can see it. Well, I mean, that's a skill that a lot of kids should have. If they don't have it, they should. So if you take anything away from a ninja competition, it's that you need to be a well-rounded, well-versed athlete to score well and compete. We saw a little bit of that in this division, but again, in the kids division, you're going to see a lot of fresh faces, a lot of youngsters who are just getting into it. The idea here is we make as many fun obstacles as we can for them to play with so that they get inspired by it, maybe try to recreate it or come back and see us at an open gym or maybe in a class situation or something like that. Most of these kids competing in NNL are already on teams, already have home gyms, but it's fun to mix it up, go to different gyms every now and again, see what else there is to offer. She's doing pretty well on this minion thing here, just a little slow early on. And there she is. All right, I'm going to hop back on the mic on the floor here real quick at the end of this one, and we'll catch you guys up. All right, competitors. So 6 to 8 kids group, that will complete it for you. We are going to do awards outside. We have medals to award as soon as we have the, what are they called? The standings verified. Yep. definitely go back and listen to the live stream later and watch. It was really interesting to watch your kids compete, watching the skills that they need to develop, watching how their brains work. A lot of you guys, I was seeing the movements you were trying to do, and we're like right on the cusp. I saw a lot of new faces who are just getting into Ninja, and that's so exciting. We love to see you guys get excited about the sport in your first competition. So Sherry is going to be announcing the awards outside. I'm going to bring the mature kids in and do their walkthrough. So you guys can head outside and be good to go. Okay? All right, all my kids, if you're in here for the kids division, outside, outside. Outside, Paxton. We're going to do rules and walk through now. Yep. We're running just like 4 minutes behind. I want to make sure we don't lose time throughout the day. All right. See you guys. Thank you. Great job, Paxton.